To talk more about this, I am joined by Dr. Richard Benkin, author and geopolitical analyst. I'm also joined by Republican strategist David Sofair. We're also expecting Dr. Michael Owens, Mayor Meddled, to join us in a short while from now. David Sofair, let me begin with you. Many say that these are just claims made by Donald Trump, and perhaps, we should wait and watch because he still hasn't given out any details. He's just making some statements that are not substantiated with solid proof.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me. And when it comes to USAID, I mean, if you look at a lot of this, there is so much waste here. When it comes to the endless aid packages that were sent, it's not the only election that money went to as well. They had it in Bolivia. They also had it in Brazil as well. To say it's election interference is something else. Now, when it has 10,000 employees as well, I mean, it's in typical Washington, D.C. fashion, it's 10,000 people doing the jobs of 300, which I think is what they're actually going to cut it down to. Now, USAID is not being cut completely, it's being restructured. So it's important for your viewers to know that as well. So whilst we are cost cutting and actively making our budget, we're trimming down the national deficit in America, and we are the party of democracy, and we are actively cutting down the bureaucracy. So there's been a lot of wastage in USAID, especially when, if you see some of the numbers, they sent about $4 million to our friends in London at the BBC. Now, that's not a country or an organization that needs our aid. It's just the list goes on and on. And the other thing is, once these countries get the aid, who's in charge of implementing it? You put the statistics on Nigeria or whatever, where they were a huge benefactor of USAID, and it's done a negligible to a non-existent effect there on the prescribed thing. So, I think it'd be a bold thing to say, but I'm just going to come out and say it, that it seems to be a slush fund for special interest groups, big government, and our friends, the Democrats.